Hello everyone and welcome back to Scrap Mechanic. I am just laying here in my bed thinking about some of the awesome things that I built today, and I have actually had to start over quite a few times, but I just want to show you guys what I've been building basically. So I just want to get out of bed, there we go, and I just took a little nap, so I better get a shower going or something. But as you guys may know, we don't actually have a shower. Well, I can still technically take a bath up here. We now have a jacuzzi, and we even have the little bubble thingy-mabobs down there. Yeah, it may be kind of a weird position within the sin area because this is where all the plants are and all that stuff, but there is also a sink there, and if you sit right here, then you can see the sink. Over here, this is a little bit better. You can still kind of see a little bit of it, but here you can basically just enjoy the sun like crazy. Yeah. Life is relaxing in the sky base. Well, anyways, I better get up. Also, a little thing that I debated with myself was whether or not I should put on some spinning glass blocks down there. Like, for instance, a little cross out from here, so it would spin around. But the problem was, which is sort of why I didn't do it, is because I had to put on some blocks on this roof here before where my save file corrupted, so I would have to once again recreate that. And that was only one hinge that was doing that, or well, not a hinge, but it was a little bit of a bearing that was sitting over there by the 20,000 number, and we are getting so close to 23,000. Like, it may even happen on the upload of this video. That's how close we are. And speaking of limitations of hinges, guys, pretty much the base has hit its limit, and I hate to say it, but it's true. I cannot fit any more on this, which is also why, again, my save file last time bugged out completely, so I only got 1 frame per second, whatever I did. So I've decided to officially stop development on this here skybase. I may, like, I'm still gonna develop on the world. I still will do that, and I'll actually talk to you guys a little bit more about that once we get down there, but yes, I'm gonna stop development on this. Like, if there's a few things that I need to touch up here and there and all that stuff, then you guys, I mean, you can leave your suggestions. Once again, I would love to take suggestions also for more bases. Maybe we can make some vacation houses somewhere else within the map, because it is a giant map. And here we have the minibar with the saddle block. That is the new saddle block. There's also another one right here, which is a little bit bigger, but it's still 3 blocks wide, like both of them, which is something that players have been asking for forever. And now it is finally here, so really good job. And I'm really happy that they're listening to the actual community, because a lot of these, you know, early access games, they die in early access and then they never get out of it, and like it's just a graveyard of games. No, not Scrap Mechanic. I also set out the download link, and there was some problems with people getting it to work, and I don't know why, but I'm gonna try to look into that. And I still use my trick for getting the elevator down, because I'm really afraid that I'm just gonna put on more hinges and all that stuff. But let's jump down. I don't think that there's much else to... No, there's not. Let's jump! Yay! Oh yeah, and by the way, I should probably go ahead and mention this. Ever since I built the Danish flag, people have been wanting me to build flags from their country and all that stuff. I just want to clarify, the reason that I built the Danish flag is because I am Danish. So that's sort of why it's here. Like, it's just a reference to me because some people said it and all that stuff. And before I go over there, I want to go over here, because this here, or at least this little platform here, is not my construction zone anymore. So I don't really know what's gonna happen to this. Maybe it's gonna be a different thing. I hope that we are far enough away so that this skybase mechanism will sort of deactivate and we can start to build some more here, because that's another thing that I heard from somebody saying that as soon as some big automated things, or at least like vehicles or something, gets too close to a big creation, it starts to lag like crazy. I'm not really too sure, but I'm definitely gonna get rid of this here platform. Not necessarily the base, because we also have the badass elevator in here, but now for the main attraction. And guys, I'm sorry to say that there are no new animal vehicles. I know I said that I was gonna work on the turtle and all that stuff. I have not gotten around to it because of the frickin' game, but I don't want that to drag this video down any further. So in here, like last time, in the wooden hangar, we have Darius the Rabadaki Rovar, and it is awesome. Actually, I was thinking about using maybe the controller for the eyes, but I thought, you know, no. That's Kevin's and Jeffrey's heads. Come to think of it, I should probably put some stairs here, but yeah, sure. This here, oh my god, I can tell that the frames are dropping just a little bit. I'm somewhere around 45, 46. However, this here is the new whatever that thing was over there. Like, yeah, construction zone, basically. We're gonna call this construction zone. So, yeah, construction zone, open, please. And here we go. Also, you may notice that that was one switch. Here is the other switch. And no, I'm not using that really ultra complicated sensor thing where you have to like frickin' put everything together and then make it flip down and all that stuff. No, I'm using 2 switches. Yeah, I was just about to say 2 bearings, but 4 bearings, 2 switches and 2 controllers. It is simple as half hack. So yeah, instead of worrying about the sensors and all that stuff, I just put down 2 lower bearings. That's 1 and 2 lower ones, and that is going up to, well, ironically enough, the top one here. So that is shifting 90 degrees to the blue and then 90 degrees to the red, along with the next one, which is right above, and it's activated on either switch. There's a joint and then there's a joint, so you can basically flip the doors open from either side without actually having to worry about closing it while having the switch still on and all that stuff. Only issue that I have is that if you open these things on the same time or at the same time, which I'm not going to try to do now, it completely messes up because then it rotates 180 because there's 2 joints that it rotates on. It's complicated, but it's definitely working. Alright, so let's go in here and check out the actual facility. So guys, this is the new construction zone. Sorry about the roof, but I did not want this to be a complete shadow shelter or whatever. And I feel like the natural light is actually pretty good. However, I could break it up just a little bit. Not really much to say here other than these things are for cosmetics, along with all the barrels here. Like, this is purely to fill out the empty space and actually make it look like it was occupied by a true mechanic. So... And by the way, you know, a mechanic needs his tools in the correct order, so what better way than to give him a freaking badass workshop. And once again, the power grid over here, I also had one outside, which I'm most likely going to remove a little bit later. And then we have, once again, color-coded controllers and switches, therefore. So it's pretty damn easy to actually make this thing, and considering it's this big of a creation, it's only using 3 controllers, which is... so nice. So it's not like ripping the ass out of the game or anything. That was a weird way to say it. But yeah, a few spare parts here and there, and then we have the elevator. And this elevator is a scissor elevator kind of thing. So you have 2 arms that is basically lifting it up, and then it just sits right there. And then I can click here, and it will go down again, which is amazing. So yes, we are now on the 2nd floor. And over here, we have the best view in Scrap Mechanic to date. But no, I just really like this base because there's a lot of detail that went into this and a lot of manpower and a lot of hours. And I'll tell you why. Like, because I mean, I got to the point last time where this thing here crashed and I luckily had made a backup. And I learned from the experience of that, so I took multiple backup files. And it has led me to finally make this thing, but my game corrupted 3 freaking times, which is why I had to start over when I built the foundation. I had to start over once I actually got to the 2nd floor and I could somewhat remember what I did, which is also why this corner here sticking out here is a little bit more crooked because these 2 paths connect here. If I go over here, they don't connect, but it's still sticking out. That's because I thought, you know, yeah, it's built like this, but then I was confused about what I built before. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that we have a huge freaking little, like, not a little, but a huge freaking workshop here that we can basically do everything with. But yes, a few pillars over here just to sort of keep it, yeah, uplifted, or at least have the style of it being uplifted and actually support its own weight. What I want to do, and also what I, yeah, like I said, I wanted to talk about, is maybe we should do locations. So something in the other side of the map, and then we can have a vehicle going back and forth that may not be too big, because again, if it gets too close, like for instance, Darius the ducky in here, then it may start to lag out. Luckily, it doesn't do it with him. And by the way, some of you guys mentioned to me that you had problems with the map that I set up for download last time, and I downloaded it myself, and I actually got it to work. Like, it was just the regular world like it was before, so I don't know what is up, but I'm gonna try to put a new download link to this one in the description of this video, so you can go ahead and check that out if you wish to. However, don't press this button, okay? Just don't, okay? You know what? I'm even gonna do this. I'm even gonna do this because the big red button means no. Do not touch it. Also, another thing is that I'm probably gonna do another hangar location somewhere that I can, whoa, hey, door, store all of these creations in, like the turtle that I'm gonna work on for the next episode, along with Darius the ducky and all of the other things that we're gonna create. I had so much trouble getting this to work, but I finally got it, and it finally fucking works, and I'm just super happy to actually be able to do this. However, like I talked about, there may be some changes to the roof, because I don't know, but it seems to me that, like, it's generating that pattern, that weird kind of pattern. Yeah, like that, when you get too far away, like, there's something there. So it looks a little bit weird, and I definitely want to take care of that. So maybe actually do something different. I just really love the fact that there's natural light shining in. That was basically the goal. But yes, guys, thank you so much for tuning into some more Scrap Mechanic. I'm just going to do that because of the switches, and then do that because of the switches, and that will pretty much be it. So yeah, thank you everyone so much for tuning into some more Scrap Mechanic, and once again, leave some suggestions down there for things that maybe I should build. Something like in a flat world or whatever, so we just test out technologies and all that stuff, or maybe I should just build it in here, because, well, that would make sense. Yeah, that would actually make sense, considering that I spend a lot of time on this. But guys, thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Like I said, there's a download link in the description. Hopefully you will fix the problem, or, you know, the problem will be fixed of you not being able to actually make the world work. So thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.